Hey, my past life friend, because I'm sure we were friends in past lives. And I'm delighted that you're here with me in this lifetime now as we're doing this exploration of how we can create a better life for us now by removing some of the blocks or the baggage or the angst that somehow we have carried forward into this lifetime. This step, we are going to look at those things, those hidden blocks. And when I say hidden blocks, it means that you probably aren't even aware that they are a block that you carried from a past lifetime. I remember Denise told a story about when she was younger. She had a lot of trouble with um, abundance. And it wasn't that she hadn't unlocked the ability to generate abundance. It was almost like whenever she would get ahead a little bit, that there was something about her that she would just start giving things away. And her husband would get very frustrated. It's like, you gave away all the pots in the kitchen again, like we have nothing to cook with. Like that's how much she was fighting against abundance. Or there was something in there that she was like, why am I like this? Why can I not even like keep enough pots in the kitchen to cook with? And so in her exploration of her past lives, there was an aspect where she had worked or had been, we won't call it work, but had been a monk or a nun in many different lifetimes. And every one of those lifetimes, there was an aspect of having a vow of poverty, right? That they didn't own anything. And so when she realized that, and that she realized that somehow she had brought that vow of poverty, of not owning anything, into this lifetime, she did work to go back into those different lifetimes. And at the end, right before she imagined her death in that lifetime, she released herself from the vow of poverty. She canceled it, right? She said, as I step into being in the realm of the divine, I no longer need this vow of poverty. And at that point, things changed for her. And so it's those kinds of blocks that you might not recognize, but are very much maybe forming your life and causing you some angst. And that angst could be so that you overcome it in this lifetime. And it could be one of those things of, haha, I'm going to face a challenge and I'm going to move through it and I'm going to grow. Or it could be just a block that you're carrying on that really isn't about growth. It's really just your own self-imposed blockage. So you could work on a number of things, but I'm going to encourage you to think of what is challenging you in this life. Are you having a challenge around generating the abundance that you want to feel comfortable with? Well, then maybe that's a past lifetime to explore. Maybe it's a situation around relationships. And again, that could be going back and imagining a past lifetime where you're holding the same feeling around relationships that you're holding now. Maybe you're feeling like in relationships you can't trust anybody. Well, imagine going back to a past lifetime where that's how you felt, that you couldn't trust anybody. There's many stories about it's not exactly what happened in that lifetime that forms our belief now. It's the unresolved emotions or angst that you had at the time of your death that you were still holding on to, right? If there were people in a past lifetime that betrayed you, and when you died, you were still carrying the hurt of that betrayal and like, I can't trust anybody, then you're probably carrying that forward. But at the time before your passing, if you were able to not forgive the action, but forgive the person and not live in that energy of betrayal, you're doing yourself a favor in this lifetime. So it could be that you won't even recognize how some things are tied together. You know, it could be that you're not looking at If abundance or lack of success is a challenge, then maybe it's not that you're looking for a lifetime of poverty that had a problem. Maybe you're looking for that past lifetime where you had success and abundance. And maybe something happened in that lifetime that caused you to believe success or abundance is a bad thing. So, in your detective work, right, you could be looking for that lifetime that's holding the same energy that you're having in this lifetime to see if you can figure out the source of it then. Or perhaps whatever it is you crave, like maybe you're looking for your soulmate in this lifetime and it's not happening. Maybe you look for that lifetime where you had that person that felt like your soulmate and see what happened. And perhaps you made a decision about having a soulmate. It wasn't a good idea in that lifetime, right? Find it. But once you find it, you rework it. Now, doing it through guided journey work is a beautiful way. Maybe you want to take yourself on your own guided journey and imagine making a different choice in that lifetime, a different choice that resulted in you not holding on to that energy of betrayal or resentment or whatever it was that caused you to block the energy of something from that lifetime. But another way to do it is to journal it, to write your new life story out there. Again, with a different decision, a different ending. Here's the thing, you're still going to die in that lifetime, because we all do, our physical bodies, but you know that you go on. You are here. So you can write that ending as beautiful as you want it, or as powerful as you want it. That is your assignment in this step. And while you might not notice an immediate reaction, it's not like if you are working on abundance, you finish that story, you buy a lottery ticket, and you're a multi-millionaire the next day, although it could happen. You know that you have planted a seed, or you've removed the blockage from a seed from growing that can then ripple out in the days and weeks and months ahead.